Hello. What's up, Libra? What's up, Boo Bear? How's it going? Boo, you're gold. Go. How's it going, everybody? Why is my chat not working? Oh, Caster Labs. Doing okay? I'm doing alright. I'm no complaints today. I've returned. Yes, I'm trying to do regular streams again. Let's see how it goes. Able to get some studying done early today. That helped. This dock is not working. Give me a second. You doing well too? Good. Good to see it. How have your games been going? Hey, I think that worked? No. Yes. Aha. I think it worked. Connected to YouTube chat, but it's not. Oh, there it is. Oh. Game recently broke you? Oh no. Okay. I don't know if you saw my crash out in the Discord. I did not. I have not had a chance. You're off rivals? Oh no. Well, hopefully the break is good for you. Didn't have to be crashing out. Right, what are we at? So I have some bad news. I was supposed to do a VOD review for somebody. Yeah, 10 Hail Marys would be nice. But what's up, Caesar? I have some bad news. The person who was in here last night asking for a VOD review, and I said yes. I did not realize they were asking for a Jubilee VOD review, which I know nothing about that character. So we can do a macro level once they're here, and I'll ask them about it. But I need to actually go put some time into it. Never picked the character, never learned the character, no idea. Same thing with Widow. Just haven't had time. So, oof. And then for Kay's, I don't know if she wants to do it on stream or off, but Caesar, we could do yours if you would like, or we can do a Rivals College, of which there's a Diamond 3 Groot and a Diamond 3 support, maybe? So, we shall see. Can you do a VOD for me again after I made you incredibly frustrated yesterday? Maybe another day. We have some stuff going on. You can jump back in the line if you would like, and if it is another troll one, I'll probably ban you. So, do that at your own risk. If it's a real one, we'll do it. Let's go back. Seems like Jubilees are throwing my matches less than they were in the first week. Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm happy to do mine whenever you want. All right, let's go Caesar. I agree with Libra. So here we are. All right. So this is supposed to be an Emma checkup, right? Good. I reviewed an Emma yesterday as well. Fantastic song. Holy. Go away. Oh. Finally a decent loss of longer than 6 minutes. Early today, I am. I got some studying done at lunch and at the end of class, so I was able to get things done quicker. Thank the Lord. All right. Hello. Oh man, it's darker than I thought it was. Ah! Jake! With a 9-month streak. Holy. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you. I should probably open up another window. Like, I opened up this one. It was like way too. I just opened it up a little. How's that? Is that fine? Just a little. Time really flies. I know. Crazy stuff. That's a whole baby. Holy. A baby that's, I think, Platt? Crazy. Right. Let's pick a song. And start your VOD review. Did you want to jump in a VC, Caesar? If you have that capability? You can ask questions and give feedback and all that. That is totally up to you. Let me turn off my Discord notifications. Notifications. A new message sound off. Turn those off. That should help. Very nice. All right, whenever you want, Caesar, you can join in any of the VCs in the Discord. And then I will move you over to the coaching Discord. Still not good enough. Hello. I think I should be back. I guess standing up, my foot touched the cable and then the audio cut out. So that would make sense. Okay. Caesar, I'll bring you over in a second. Sunny, I'm so sorry. I did not realize that your VOD review, you were asking for Jubilee. I have not had a second on Jubilee. I'm very sorry. I can give you a macro level VOD review where we look over positioning and we look over momentum and things like that, which could technically still be helpful. And we could do that today if you want. Or you can give me a couple days to actually learn Jubilee. And then we can go do a full thing. So whichever you want, I'm fine with. I haven't had a chance to play that character. I also haven't had a chance to play Widow. So if anybody else is wanting Widow, I can't do that. Yes. Hi, Churro. I am in darkness. Churro, I have a question for you. Does Kayla want hers on stream, off stream, just a video, VC? Just let me know. I gotta start charging channel points. Maybe. I don't know. That's pretty funny. We can try to figure out what the devil Julie is saying when she ults. I have no idea. I also just poured non-alcoholic beer in my mouth and forgot to swallow. Impressive. Okay. I'll still do it today just to get tips on how to support better in general would be fine. Okay, sounds good. You will be up next. I'm going to bring in Caesar. Caesar, I cannot drag you. Wait, hang on. Yes, I can. Hang on. All right, you're good. Hello.
All right. Hello.
How's it going?
Very good. Been a while.
It has. It's been quite a while. All right. So, do you remember how this works? I'll say little intro. I'll say, let us know what we're working on, and then you can give us a little thing what you're working on, and then we can get started.
Yeah. Could you like put up a stream in the call so that I can see you without all the so we're not getting the feedback loop noise. But yeah, I remember how it goes.
You remember it better than I do because I forgot to put on the Discord. So okay, can you see now?
Yes, awesome.
Perfect. Okay, let's get to it. Right. Hello, everybody. We're going to be doing some live one-on-one coaching today. Go ahead and let us know what we're working on today, Caesar. And I think you're in Diamond or GM right now.
Well, this is Diamond after the reset. I got into GM last season, but this got down to Diamond. Climbing back up has been a bit of a slow and unsteady process, so trying to figure out where I'm at with Emma, what I can do better to climb faster and easier.
All right. Great. And so Emma has been your character of choice so far?
Oh yeah, she's by a decent margin my favorite character. I always want to pick her. I'm still, even though I'm finding it kind of easier this season to get value on Mag and Thing, I'm still playing Emma wherever possible. I find her more fun.
Gotcha. All right. So you're already on the right team up. We're in a good spot. Our team is still in spawn because of course they are. Yay, ranked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm crazy about it. I like the Luna team up if there's a Luna on my team, but baseline I prefer Mantis. I don't know what the meta conclusion is in that, but that's just been my experience.
So far, the way I've been going is I'm using the Mantis team up like 90% of the time, and I do it just based off the enemy team's team comp. If there's like a heavy brawl, and then you want that extra ice wall to block off heals, it can actually slow them down a little bit. So like Thing, Dino, I don't know, sometimes even Mag, even though he's not brawl, but like sometimes that kind of team comp can be hard to slow down.
No.
And then I switch to there.
He's not brawl, but he's got no mobility if he gets walled off.
Yeah, so it's more of like based on enemy comp, to be honest. But yeah. Because you have a Mantis on your team, so yay.
Yep. More crystals, more good. Always happy to see it, bud.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we haven't been using our crystal. It's not on cooldown. Why is it not on cooldown? Used it once, and then we forget.
Well, it's here. I'm just about to try to grab him when I see Hawkeye's dead. So now I'm focusing on trying to back up and see where and if we can stabilize.
Wait, you're trying to grab something like with diamond form or with
no, grab with the crystal.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, right about here, right there. I'm looking at Mag. I'm preparing to crystal him when I see the Hawkeye's dead. So instead of going for the crystal, I'm now trying to back up to this sort of corner.
Okay. So Hela does kill your Hawkeye. I like here that we're trying to put a little bit of pressure on Hela, but we're not doing a good enough job. If your team can allow it, if you can get away with it, I want you in front of the cart up here if possible, putting pressure on the Hela so it shuts down this sideline. If you get blown up, then you shield and you back up to here. But I feel like in this... Go ahead.
I was to say, going like at the start of this match, it may not have been clear. I was a little wary because our mag was in spawn. Well, like, he
Right.
was like 10 seconds behind, and I saw that, so I was wary about going too far forward. Especially since, as a point, I didn't know where he was or he was. I was waiting for him to get here, and then I would take a slightly more aggressive position. But I was a little worried if I put myself hard behind this cart and held up here that I could get surrounded and collapsed on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the right, but that's what was going through my head.
That makes sense. It is nice to. I usually take the time when I'm reloading, so I'll be shooting and then I'll step to the side so while I'm reloading I'm not taking damage, and then I look and see and then keep going. That can help kind of alleviate that because there he was like clearly there, but we had no idea because we're looking forward. So that probably could have saved our Hawkeye at least a little bit. Now we have no choice. We have to back up. I don't like how much you're fighting here. If you can get away with it, that's fine. But especially on this map, you lose a fight this far, you need to back up all the way to like here.
Mm.
Okay.
That's fair. Again, I'm still trying to work out, like, you know, where we're fighting, where we can stabilize. I don't know if me and Mag are both kind of unsure. I think we're both kind of we're both hoping around this point where the trailer ends that that's where we're going to hold so they don't full push the first point.
Yeah.
I believe that's what we're both thinking, but our Hawkeye dies again, which is unfortunate.
So this is a really nice like thing to just incorporate is it's map dependent, right? But on a map like this, when you die, give it up completely, and then on this specific map, I would go all the way to this corner. The second one of my teammates dies, like as an Emma, I'd walk all the way to here. And then your team will either die or they'll follow you. And then you wait here, teams together. Now we fight. Most of the time, if they die early enough, you can get another fight about here. If you don't, and if you slow play it like this is what inevitably always happens. Is you slow play, you're going down, now we've lost another. And they get these like tempo kills, right?
Yeah.
So now we're fighting 4v6 and
yeah,
it
no,
just
I shouldn't
snowballs.
even try to hold that ambulance. I
Yep.
should've kept backing up.
Yeah. There's a lot of maps where you can play this like slow, whittle them down playstyle. This is not really one of them. This one, I think the first point on like Clintar, hybrid map Clintar, that one is like you got to back all the way up into the hallway, give 2 ticks, and then push back out. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to accept that Symbiotic Surface is a real map.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't see that Hela's there until she's killed our support. And now
Yeah.
I'm just calling for time.
So the 2 things that we've seen so far is like not understanding that like, oh, my team isn't in the optimal position, or they were and I played like they weren't, and then backed up when I didn't. And then the other thing would be focus on one target at a time. You've kind of jumped around a little bit, so your target priority's been off. Granted, those 2 things are related. You're trying to figure out what's going on and hold people back. So we'll see if it improves now that we're all together.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So in a situation like this, what you want to have like kind of memorized or a good feel for is Emma's ideal distance, right? So this is her ideal distance right here.
Yeah, it's
So-
18 meters.
Right. You should have a really intuitive feel for it. And so while you're standing here, if you're shooting at these squishies, you want it to be at the farthest length possible. And then if they back up, you walk a little bit forward. If they walk a little bit forward, you walk a little bit back. And so here you
Therefore,
kind of are
Walked
close.
a
You're
little
a
more
little.
forward than I needed to.
You walked a little more forward, and then you back out of it. Now you're too far. So
That was
mm,
bad. The was it? We're walking forward. I'm trying to pressure these squishies together with my mag. And then I hear the tick of like our Hawkeye died. So I back a little bit trying to assess like, okay, wait, are we losing now? But then, oh wait, we're not losing, so I walk forward again. That
gotcha.
wasn't
Okay.
accurate, but that was the thought process. I believe it's like almost, yeah, exactly around the Hawkeye dies, shield up, step out, when like, okay, is something bad happening that I'm not seeing
Gotcha.
because this is all I see.
So in that case, there's another skill you can pick up here, which is how you differentiate things. So here you should have like the two person concept from like, I don't know if you've ever read the
I'm
inner
not
game of
immediately.
tennis.
No, I
So
do not.
so the two person concept is basically one of you is focused on active task of active thinking. What are you actually thinking about? What are you planning? And then the other part is your automatic, right? Here, your automatic brain should be seeing two supports, nobody in front of me, full health, full shield, diamond form, get a kill, right? And then your
Yep.
second person should be paying attention to this and calculating that. And if these are running on separate circuits, you keep going here, you keep attacking while you're assessing that, and then you don't lose a beat while you're going. It's tough,
Yes.
very tough.
Yeah. As I realized that after a moment, like we're still up, at least up until there's the Jubilee ult. But if I'd been playing optimal, if I'd done that even faster, should have been instantaneous. Hawkeye dead, bad, but we're still up. We keep winning, and then maybe I kill Jubilee before she ults. Probably not.
Yeah.
I assume she panic ults before she dies, but would have been worth a try.
There's a chance. Worth a try, but yeah. So let's see. How do you train that though? That's really, really difficult. To separate those things. So I would try this. I would just focus on getting this to an automatic point later, or for right now, and then just focus on that, and then think about the big picture. I'll be like, I'll deal with that in like half a second, right? Because this person's like super low. I'll deal with that in half a second. Because like even if your Hawkeye dies and technically you're like down one, if you get this kill, now you're at least even,
Yeah.
and you have two supports and they don't. So inting here would actually be really good. Funnily enough. We recognize it, we get out, or at least we scoot back. Gambit ult.
Yeah, that's the idea. They have a support ult going. We got to give up some space, but I'm also trying to keep mindful of how much space do we need to give up. And here, I have no idea where this Hela ult is. I'm looking around for it, and I don't see it.
All
I
right.
have no idea what this was.
Fair enough. Okay, we take that to the bank. I'd ult this.
Yeah. I should have.
Yeah, I think ult here just saves your team and wins. So you I love this, by the way. You take full advantage of this corner. I love this corner as Emma. You're close. You throw up your shield because you're low. You're trying to get the attention of your supports. Now, if you just ult here, first of all, your supports are immediately going to look at you.
Yeah,
And
Hulk, they wouldn't all be bullied off by Hulk.
right,
as
and
they
then
were. They all
these
get
can
pushed.
scoot forward. Yeah. Spirals. Huge momentum swing.
No.
So as far as Emma's ult goes, I feel like she counters more ults now than she used to, and it's like worth it more now. So Hulk, Magic, Star-Lord, there's probably like one or two others I'm forgetting.
I need to be thinking about Hulk in that regard. Hulk wasn't on my mental checklist. Like Magic and Star-Lord are up there. If I see one of them, I try to hold my ult specifically to counter them, but my mind doesn't do that yet with Hulk. I'm still, in a way, I guess I'm still processing how much more threatening Hulk ult is than it used to be.
Yeah, definitely. So let's throw Hulk up on there.
Yep.
Definitely a good one to have. I hate it when Emmas do it to me.
What about is it logical to try to counter Iron Fist ult with Emma ult? I'm still like undecided on that because yeah, he can parry it, but you know he still retains the beam charge, and I would assume at least it makes it difficult for him to punch everyone to death.
So it definitely quote unquote counters it, because if he's blocking you, he's not doing damage. And then if he goes back to doing damage, you can do stuff. At the same time, I don't view Iron Fist ult as a huge threat anyway.
Well, yeah,
now if you
that's the other thing. It's not nearly on the same level as a Magic or Star-Lord ult.
right, yeah. So like, I mean, if you in a game are your backline's getting wiped by an Iron Fist ult, then like feel free, it'll definitely work. Most of the time, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Now we can kind of nitpick here because we already made a bunch of mistakes to get to this point. But I like the diamond form. Don't grab it ever in this situation.
Yeah.
So you take one person out of the fight, but then you're still target for 3.
Yep. No, that was dumb. I should have just kicked them away from the corner, tried to buy as much time as possible.
Yeah, that's so good. I love doing that as Emma. You use diamond form to just deny some space. You just kick them back. You kick them back, and then you pop back around the corner, and you kick them again. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Is that
if I just
gonna
kicked there instead, I'm not sure it would have saved us, but it would have been better.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's an argument for it, but who knows? And Mag's still on point.
No, this mag I thought did really good.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Holy. A lot of the times what I like to do when I'm playing Emma against a mag is look for the obvious like choke point and throw your shield there, right? So you throw up a shield here, now Luna can stand here. It's like very unlikely to get through.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Instead of trying to anticipate, if I just thrown it there, Luna probably sees it and can hide behind it.
Also, not much you can really do, so it is what it is. If you're gonna go for it, go for it. Okay, all right. I like this ult. You have a Hawkeye ult. Unfortunately, Mag kills him before you get it, but the idea is there.
That was the thinking. Like I heard Hawkeye ult. I'm thinking we can turn this if I Emma ult, put pressure on them.
Oh, great. Okay, nice. Wow, you guys actually hold this? That's pretty crazy. So, you're doing a really good job of staying in you're holding your ground, you're staying by the cart, you're making sure it's not moving, and you're using cover, you're rotating around the cart. That's all you're doing amazing. At the same time, though, you're not getting any damage or any primary charge while you're doing it. This whole fight, you've been like below 25. So while you're doing this, we got to work on our aim and actually sticking on a target.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You're leaving a lot of value on the table. Oh, don't turn that corner. Good. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was
Oh, no. Oh. Scene 9 of Doom. That's so unfortunate.
I guess like, I should have stayed there till it was full cap, but like I know we've got 2 supports behind me and I'm under Gambit ult. I feel like I'm supposed to go and not sit there and cap the cart. But
yeah, I mean, ideally, yes. Something you can do in this situation is just call like somebody on cart, I'm walking forward, and then you wait. And then if they never go, then you don't get to go and do stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, it would be nice, but
Oh no. Well, obviously,
priority.
yeah, I would never.
Yeah.
I'd happily like waste the Gambit ult completely to cap the cart, not have them just get the second point for free.
Yeah, that's so sad. You guys had that too. All right, now they're on Thing. No more Hulk. So here again, we're in no man's land. As Emma,
Oh,
you
yeah,
either
no,
need to be here, getting damage, using the cover to its fullest, or like fully backing up to like here.
Thing is, I assume like this is very temporary. I don't want to just abandon my mag, but I'm assuming we're gonna like fall back anytime now. Yeah, I see him backing up, so now
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Either stay here and like fully fight it, or get all the way out and let him get all of the healing.
Fair enough. But yeah, I want to fall back to this corner. I much prefer fighting on, this corner here.
Yeah.
And die because of it. Yeah, which probably would not have happened if I had just fallen straight back to that corner.
Yep. Just let him go. Will do, Jake. Look forward to seeing it. Okay. Who wants a portal charge?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a kill. Okay. 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 You're so lost in the sauce. You're trying to react to everything.
No, so is that trying to figure out like what is something I need to react to. There's Thing ult. Okay, we got to go diamond for him and try to stop him from whatever the hell he ulted behind me. And then there's Hela ult. Where is Hela ult? Is it going to kill my whole team? Oh, we have a Luna ult. Okay, we're walking forward then. We're fine.
So this is where it's great to have that thing I was talking about earlier of while you're doing that, your autopilot is still just picking a target and sticking with them. That should be your default on Emma. Is just like, all right, there's a target, there's a mag, there's a support. I'm just gonna stick with them and track them down until I figure out actually what's going on. And then your other part where you're actually thinking is like checking up here for the kill feed. We're checking the sounds to see, okay, Hela sounds up and back to the left, so we're probably fine there. And then you go on, so on and so forth. Like, you could try this. This might help. Is when you do your Luna warm-up practice that we've talked about, the practice range. Yeah. I would do that for like 5 minutes, but have like a video or something you're watching on like a second screen or like your phone or something, and like really pay attention to the video, but also track the targets on screen as Emma and practice that. It's like building up that skill.
That's an interesting idea, actually. I'll try that.
Yeah, I would try that. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but that is an insanely useful skill to have. The other thing you could do is give up on the thinking part, like I said earlier, and just like, I'll deal with that in a minute, but I'm going to focus on this. Oh, good. Let's go. Oh, so close. Hey, you did everything right. Cloak's broken.
Yeah. Ooh. It's the idea. That's another thing I at least try to react, and I think it's generally the right thing. If I see a cloak ult and I think she's going to end up close to me, diamond form, kick her out, grab her, and hope my team shoots her.
Yeah. You did everything right. Well, for the most part, the one thing I would say is you kind of want to read where the cloak is going to go. A lot of the times they'll have very telegraphed paths. It's like, okay, she's going this way, and then I'll stand here, and then she has a decision. Is she going to go full deep, or is she going to circle, right?
Most
it's
likely
like-
she'll circle, yeah.
Okay, she's circling, so I'm walking. If she goes full deep, I can't do it anyway, so I might as well stand here. And then if she's going back, she's going to come back this way. So then you can kind of preemptive it. Then you activate Diamond Form here, and then you go, right? And that helps you, like, plan a little bit better. But
Yeah,
still,
if I'd stayed on the front part or just in front of the cards, would have been even better.
you did a great job here. Fantastic stuff. I love that you're putting your shield away right away. This part's not great though. Whenever you practice with Luna, make sure you're doing 3 of them and they're jumping around.
Yep.
So what I like to do is I'm like focusing on one, but if a second one shows up that's lower health, practice jumping over to that second one. Because like that would come in handy really well here because hey look, that Hawkeye's half health.
Just jumped, yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh.
yeah, if I could track him better.
Good ult. I love this ult. Oh! Oh, you guys. Okay. How are you not dead? Is this just the worst Hawkeye alive? What's happening?
I'm not sure. I think he was killing them. Oh, wow.
He's just missing. You guys are doing a great job of using cover, so he doesn't really have anything to shoot. Wow. Oh, so good. Yes, I love this. This is all great. Oh, good. You just held your ground. They forgot about you, and then they stepped in your space, and you just killed everything. Holy, good stuff. Terrible on them, and you punished them for it. So, very nice. How big is your mouse pad?
It's not great. Honestly, I don't have a very good like setup right now for gaming. I'm hoping to be able to fix that in a while. Like honestly, the desk is at an awkward height, and I've got to use a fairly small mouse pad. There's just not room for a bigger one.
Okay, that's fair.
But
yeah, you
so
can
as
kind
a
of tell.
result, like aiming is awkward and wonky. I'm trying to do the best I can, but especially when I need to make like sudden corrections, it's awkward.
If it's a
And,
small height adjustment, you can always get some like cardboard from old Amazon boxes or something, and you can put them
That's-
underneath the legs. I've done that quite a few times.
Oh. That's not a bad idea, actually. I could look to try to increase the height into the desk, or at least the mouse pad itself. That would be probably at least help a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, at some point, big mouse pad, big desk area for mouse really helps. It's like you can kind of tell right here that you're forced to use these small mouse movements. I think it was like back here. And you can see where it's like kind of cutting out. Like you're having to move your mouse. Right there. It's like move, and then move again, and then pick it up and move again. It's rough.
I have been thinking about that I think it's led to me often. I assume it's probably not that fairly easy to see that I'll often move with WASD rather than the mouse whenever possible. But
Yeah, that's a really bad habit to get into. I understand, like, sometimes you have to do it because that's your situation. It's better in those scenarios to actually just turn your sensitivity on your mouse up. Because then you can still get the full range of motion, but you're not linking together your positioning with your aiming, because that's a really bad habit. Like, this is actually a good example of it. You're trying to kind of aim with WASD, and you're keeping him in line of sight, but because of that, you're like backing out when there's no reason. You're actually up 2. You should still be here.
making sure there's nobody behind us.
Yeah, that's great. You have 50 seconds left. You're 70%. I'd hold up here.
Yeah,
Like
no,
this?
I want to. If they go for a strange, I want to be able to see it. I want to ideally not make it as hard as possible for them to touch, especially since unless they swap, they don't have anyone like that can really slip by us and touch.
Yeah,
Venom
and
or
then
Spider-Man, Psylocke.
you're also getting ult charge for your Luna early. You're getting your ult charge. The only part where this starts to become bad is right here. Here, what you I think the idea here is you're trying to block this line of sight from these two, which is great. But what you need to do is throw up your shield here and then keep the mag back. You throw it up, keep going.
Yeah, I think that would have been better. I am slightly paranoid about pressuring these poke characters just because in this match we've had so many instances of the poke characters taking a bit of an off angle and then my DPS dying.
Yeah, that's fair. At the same time, though, you can't just give up all your charge. But yeah, you're right.
I should have just thrown up a shield there, say make it awkward for them to shoot down main and keep shooting my charge batteries, the 2 tanks.
He has ult here. Eight. Excellent. Oh, just kill him. So good. Okay, we don't have that now. We're just gonna back up. Okay, Luna ulted, so now we can walk forward. Oh, I just walk around. Oh. So whenever there's 2 support ults, a lot of the times as the off tank, you can just kind of here. And people will forget that you exist because you're in a support ult and they're in a support ult, and then you just kill everything. Oh, and then you'd be ulting here. Oh, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still good ult, though. Still good ult. And you get there anyway. Diamond form. Go diamond form. No, you want to do it.
Well, I do. I strongly consider my fear. He's completely by himself. He'll die soon. I can save diamond form for whatever next comes out of the portal. Was the thinking, at least.
All right, good. Fine with that. All right. Now, where does this go bad? Let's see. So, something I really, really like doing on Emma, and I might be in the minority here, is I use Emma to actually clear the high ground when I have another main tank. So if you're playing with Mag, you're playing with Groot, you're playing with Thing even sometimes, you can either walk up this way and clear people out, or a lot of the times I'll walk up this way too.
I've wondered about that. I wasn't sure if it's better to go main where the tanks will be and I can farm beam charge, because that's I want to walk up here and clear off any DPS that'd be hiding here, but do I present enough threat? I mean, I guess I still have diamond form, so they kind of need to back away from me anyway, so I can't theoretically choke slam them if, say, the Hela or the Hawkeye or whatever was posted up there.
So I find this area really, really preferable, right? So you can even just exit out here. You look down main and get an idea while you're walking. And then what happens is there's usually a Hela, a Loki, a Phoenix, something up here. You have a health pack. You have cover, and a lot of times you throw up your shield right here and then start shooting at them, and they'll immediately turn and go, why is there an Emma here? And just drop. And then your job is done without you even doing anything. It's actually just so good. Your presence as a tank, randomly on high ground up here, is just terrifying to these people. Now, once you get higher up, high GM, this person will be like, why is there an Emma here? And then they'll back up and just keep shooting you, and then it gets harder. It's still doable, but yeah, I definitely give this a shot in your ranked games, and try this over here as well.
I would definitely try. Just even theoretically, I see the threat. If suddenly Hela, Mag can live here on main for a bit, and then if Hela suddenly sees me with the shield in the doorway shooting her and the threat of getting choke slammed, she's probably just gonna jump off high ground entirely, and that frees up most of the pressure coming down main.
And then you can walk this way. And you have to be careful about using high ground here. You have to know your angle well. You walk this way and you just start doing damage to people. And then these people will back up to here. And then all of a sudden, your team is fighting 2 tanks that are by themselves. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I used to even do this with Thing, to be honest. Before Emma was in the game.
It's a really good idea that I had never considered before.
It's good. It works on like a lot of maps, but again, at the same time, you do have to have another main tank. If you're playing Emma in the main tank capacity, it can still work. I'd give it a shot, especially like in lower elo, but holy. Oh, missed opportunity.
Oh.
So in this scenario, your shield should be used like super offensively. You just killed their tank, right?
That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm thinking, let's throw we just killed our tank. I'm going to throw the shield down here. I'm trying to block off healing as much as possible and then focus on isolating the mag and killing him.
Oh,
I briefly considered, what do I walk on the squishies? But that was the thought process. I'm trying to throw it down here where I see the squishies are. I'm not sure exactly from a glance, which are the DPS, which are these. But I see the rocket. I see back there. But I'm trying to block healers and then see if we can kill the mag before he can get back to his team.
Okay, so that's the difference.
On my left.
I don't care about this.
Yeah,
you guys are up a tank. You're at 100 charge. You have full health, bonus health, everything. I'm just like, this person does not exist.
Well, that's what I'm thinking now. Like looking back on it, that's what I was thinking at the time. Now I'm wondering if it would be better to ignore the mag's whole existence, press this forward, and just walk on the Hela and the Hawkeye.
Yeah,
that's
my
team
line.
Follow up on the mag.
So with that's why I was saying you got to be aggressive with this shield here. What's gonna happen? A lot of the times, people place Emma's shield as if it's a Groot wall, but it's not a Groot wall because you and the enemy team can walk through it, right? And so in this specific scenario, I'd throw the shield up like here, like way back here. And then I'd start walking on these people. And if they stay back here, they're going to be cut off. But really what's going to happen is they're going to walk backwards. And now they're shooting the shield, and you get even more time to walk down their throats and push them even farther back. It's so good.
Shield even further back here would have been better. And walking on this Hawkeye and this Hela would apply a lot more meaningful pressure than trying to finish off the mag. Even if we finish the mag, things coming back and they're in roughly the same position. Whereas if we can walk down here now and potentially kill one of these people, then we just win the fight altogether right here.
Right. Plus, he's only half health already. Also, with that...
I don't think I've
yet
to see that.
Right. At the same time, though, with that shield, something else that you can do that, like, I feel like no Emmas do, is let's say you're walking back, right? Something happened over here and you have to walk back. You don't have to turn around to throw the shield. You just throw it in front of you and then walk through it.
Yep.
Nobody ever does that.
It's odd to me, because you don't need to recall it. Just right-click again. You'll summon it again.
You don't need to turn around at all? Oh, look, you actually do it. Let's go. I keep W King.
Yep.
Okay, now we have to take it slow because our health went down. Now they're making the same mistake, but our Star-Lord kind of sucks, so they're not getting punished for it. Yeah, this is exactly why we don't shoot the tanks if we don't have to, right? Like, we shot the tanks and accomplished, like, nothing.
Yep.
There we go. A little farther back with the shield, but I like the idea. We're trying to get an angle on it.
I need to get used to holding the shield a little longer to push it back even further, because that would...
Especially now that you can throw it out every second. Or just throw that damn shield super far away. Holy. Hate this diamond form. You already know that.
Yeah. I shouldn't have popped it to begin with, and if I did pop it, I should have been less eager on the going for the grab.
Yeah, you probably don't make it with Diamond Form anyway.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm thinking, yeah, I judge that I don't make it.
Oh, you did a really good job of this earlier when there was a sky portal. You threw up a shield, but this time you didn't.
Should
Bad.
No, should have. That would have been better. Would have been just smarter.
Oh, wow, your team demolished that. Oh. To the point. Love it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about like if that was necessary, but I really did not want anything. I wanted to make sure we secured that point from anything that was going to jump through that portal.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think it's great. Like, is it like ideal? You could still have saved ult, sure, but like you guys get the point with 4 minutes. Like, I'll take that trade. Plus, this gives you extra incentive to go get your ult. I hate this. I hate this. You're getting so distracted. Like, you hear a sound up here, you see there's 2 people, like, let it go. Not your job.
Oh yeah, but they're very low health, so that's why I'm worried something's going on there they're going to lose to. But they don't, so yeah, I see there it was a Hela and she's dead. But
well, whether they win or lose is still irrelevant. Like, this is just not your job. Like, you're losing out on your charge, your ult charge. The Strange was now able to walk from this corner all the way to here because you got distracted. And like, it's good to know if, you know, the Hela wins that fight. Now you have a Hela on your side. We can deal with that, like, if that happens. And then the, you know, the notification will pop up and be like, hey, Hela just killed your team. So, like, you got to do your job, not other people's job. Press E. Good. Little late, but still good. Great shield, by the way. Get out. Okay, just Dire, get out. W key. Don't go this way. Go the other way.
Should have. Yeah.
Yeah. Right here, right when Mag dies, it's like, all right, where's the support? Come here, you.
Yep. I should have just. I should just. The better thing, I believe I do get out, but it's the wrong call. Like, maybe my Gambit dies, or they, you know, run us down better. If I just sell my life, surely then Gambit sees, okay, everyone's dead, I'm getting out, and he probably does.
Yeah.
I get a little more ult charge.
Yeah. It's also just, once you play against better people, they will chase you down and kill you for that. It's like, you stopped here for a while, and, like, they still have a huge advantage. Like, people in spawn. You should be dead.
Yeah, they're not back yet. If they...
They just let you get away with this? Is crazy. Okay, sounds good, Churro. Thank you. Ah!
No.
I hate this stupid map.
I like the idea, but the map said no.
Yeah, I like the idea too. Honestly, this is one of the best spots in the whole game to Emma ult. Nobody ever sees it coming. You just walk up here, their tank is like here and here, their whole team is here, you just ult, and it just team wipes so often. It's so good. Ah!
Oh.
Honestly, what I've started to do against Strange ults is I try to whip around with shield instead of Diamond Form. Diamond Form is easier, but it's much more rewarding if you whip around with your shield. Because not only do you still block it, it barely takes any damage and you get the shield back, so you don't have to use Diamond Form. A lot of times, it'll
It's-
also save somebody else there. Same
Yeah, if
time,
I-
it's all directional, so it's very easy to screw up and die.
True. If I spin around here, given I didn't know how far away he was, I'm wondering, is he close enough to grab? I think if I knew he was here, then yeah, throw the shield back here. It makes it at least possible that Gambit lives.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
Oh.
Here,
Probably back up
I
here.
don't-
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to fall back completely, but we're down a Gambit, so I know we've got to play this real slow.
Yeah, I don't mind this. You're trying to like keep your charge. You're not giving up everything, and it's kind of like a little bit of a scramble situation. So, not terrible. I hate this map. Good. Okay. Well, amazing. Now just back out. Who cares?
Yeah.
So such good value. Oh, throw the shield up.
Oh.
Oh, little distracted. So we got to throw the
But-
shield up for multiple reasons. We had, I think Hawkeye ulting. We didn't know where it was. Also, the mag like comes in here. You throw the shield up to try to punish. Granted, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I hear Hawkeye ulted, so I'm thinking in my head like, okay, surely if we can take the beacon down, then we win. Then he'll kill everybody. Or, but since I assume then if he's ulting, he's staying in the fight, and we're not just. Because initially I'm thinking let's just back away from the rocket ult, but then the Hawkeye ults over here. Okay, so I guess we're committing.
Right. Yeah.
But I should have thrown up the shield as well, while just trying to beam the amp
The
down.
mag. Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say earlier with like the whole rocket amp thing and everything like that, I feel like there's been several times where your kind of like indecisiveness really gets the better of you. In these scenarios, like a bad plan is better than no plan, and just like pick something and kind of be decisive, stick with it. Even if it's the wrong thing, it's usually better than kind of like, well, maybe I should do this,
Whipping
maybe
around
I should
for
do that.
new-
And then you
the new
choose the right
stimuli.
thing. Yeah, you choose the right thing in the end of it, but the time's already passed, right? So this is a great example of that. You didn't stop at all, even though you lost 2 DPS. You took a bunch of space, and now you have like a great opportunity here. I don't know if it works out, but like you made a decision, and now we're working with it, right? Holy. Yeah, get that character. It doesn't matter. She's immortal. Okay, whenever you're fighting 2 supports, never switch
Hey,
from
what's
one
one?
support to the other. Yeah, you gotta stick on one.
Yeah, I don't know why I swapped from the cloak to the rocket. That was just dumb.
The other thing is you gotta use all your tools to separate them as best as you can, right? So here we have a pretty great opportunity to separate them. You have rocket up front, cloak behind, right? So you turn the corner and then throw up your shield here. And then she's either got to get close to you, which is bad, or let rocket die, which is bad. Like with Hulk, the example would be you exile one of them, you kill the other. With Emma, you can kick one away, grab the other, stuff like that. The list goes on and on. Absurd that they lived this, by the way. Yeesh. That's a mag bubble. Oh, strange ult.
Yep. Oh. I thought my team was behind me in that doorway I came through, and so I assumed that's where Strange would be going, and then I realized, like, oh wait, they're on the main archway. Apparently, at least that's where you...
That's another reason why shield is nice. Like, it's much more directional. You can, like, get there quicker. Does it work? If you're good enough, but it's tough. Yay, Mag got the kill. A lot of the times with Hela ult, it doesn't help much, but you can very quickly look up while you're doing something else, throw the shield, and then go back to what you're doing.
Yeah, it blocked the
Hey! You went for it, but the cart said no. You can't. You're not gonna be able to burn it. Okay. Good lord, they just have a huge ult advantage. So, whenever you're trying to burn something, Phoenix ult, Rocket ult, Hela ult, you start shooting at it for a couple of seconds, and then if it's not going down much, you gotta let it go for the most part. Unless your team called to burn it. Well, that's happened a couple times. Dang. Alright, so, we gotta get rid of that, like, downtime indecisiveness. It happens way too often. So whether that's picking somebody in the middle of a team fight and having your auto aim, like, you know, your auto part of your brain track onto that person while you're thinking about what's going on, and so you're still doing something, or whether that's you're reacting to stimuli and you're like, I'm just gonna pick something and I'm gonna stick to it and make that plan. I think that's gonna be like your number one thing. Overall, though, I think you are playing well. You're using cover really well. Your target priority has been, for the most part, decent. There's been a couple times where you're shooting tanks, but I think that's more on the side of like being indecisive. And your cooldown usage pretty good.
At least consciously, I never want to be shooting tanks, other than, you know, it's an easy way to get crystal, get beam charge. But I'm trying at least to always be looking for any opportunities that I see, and there's probably some, you know, that I could do but don't see, to get past them and beam down the back line, because obviously that's so much more efficient. But
yeah. But yeah, I mean, not bad. Just a little bit of adjustments here and there. Do you have any questions? Anything you're like running into this season or anything?
Not really. That actually helped in thinking about it put into perspective that just a lot of these things that I'm now more aware of, I can't stop, and just because I'm aware of like what this could potentially mean, I can't let that distract me from what I know I should be doing. Like, I know what Emma's job is. It's to stand on the front line, build beam charge, output damage, and look for any opportunity to apply that damage as efficiently as possible, ideally targeted onto a squishy, or the threat of, you know, if a tank or whatever gets too excited, shield, crystal, maybe a grab, whatever, kill them.
Right. Yeah.
And I need to stop worrying about like things that I know could make everything go wrong, but which there's probably not much I could do about it. Like
things that are not your job. My football coach always used to say, you have to do your job. There's 11 guys on your team, right? Because in football, you got 11 people. So there's 10 other people that are doing their specific job. You have to do your specific job. If you're over there doing the job of Magneto, then nobody is doing your job, right? That's how it works. It sucks sometimes. Yep. And then sometimes you do have to take over, like we were talking about earlier, where Emma can actually clear the high ground. That's most of the time going to be not Emma's job, but she could still fill that role. But it's very different from, like, you know, you got a Star-Lord and Emma fighting, or Star-Lord and a Hela fighting up there, and it's like, can't do anything about it.
Oh, yeah, this was really helpful. Give me some stuff to think about going into the rest of the season. So, perfect. I hope you keep streaming. I'd love to check in again in like a month or two. But
I would love to. Hopefully I've got about 2 to 3 months of this, and then And we'll see what happens after that. Who knows?
Best of luck. Best of luck
Thank
with
you,
everything,
Caesar.
Cove.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Take care. Have a good one, Caesar.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you next time. All right, that's it for that YouTube video, for that review. I can't figure out what I want to do with this lighting. This seems like way too much. Before it was way too little. Maybe if I throw in another light. Now I have like a front light and an edge light. That helps. I don't know. Is this better or worse than just being in the dark? Probably better. I don't know. Heavenly. Yeah, it's like, this is what I'm saying. It's like too much. I need a grip. I need a grip to diffuse the light, please. Let me try the back one. This is all three. All three, look. I hate it. How's this? Hey, that's better. Now this is like, we're finding a happy medium. It's a little blown out over here, but I think this is the best we're gonna do, right? I think the AC in this house is not keeping up as well. Now it looks like a real person in a real house. Hey, that's a step up. Okay, let me check the AC, make sure it's working. It did break my first day here, so... Oh boy. Yes, it's also 100 degrees. AC back there. The problem is I'm worried about the mic because it is blowing like directly here. So while we're renaming this, let me know if you guys hear the fan, because that's a big problem. I'll turn on a different one if that's the case. Now speaking of that, what are we gonna title this? This was a good little review. And then Sunny, we can do your review as best as I can. I'll hop on yours next. About reviews. We'll just do yours in chat. Okay, so this was Diamond. I think you're in Diamond. I can't remember. Do your job. Yeah. We'll do that one. I like that one. Just your job. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna do a Diamond Jubilee with a disclaimer. I just look at the Discord and I see Hollow is server muted. Homie's really needs to fix his mic. Like, please. Poor guy. Let's pick a song and get to it. Irk. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to be doing a Diamond support review today. This is going to be Jubilee with an asterisk. I haven't actually had time to review or to learn Jubilee in depth, and at the same time, she's like one of the most complicated characters that they've ever released. So for this review, we're mostly going to be focusing on macro. I'm not going to be able to help too much with micro. I have a little bit of stuff, maybe, but we're mostly going to be looking at macro, how she fits into the bigger picture, and see if there's any like obvious mistakes we can do. So, let's get started. This is Diamond 3 console. It's like macro Hulk. Okay. I see. That does make sense. We'll try our best here. Okay. I'm definitely seeing some micro things that like they look questionable to me. Oh my Lanta, that's a macro thing. Trying really hard not to do this. Do not be AFK in a comp game. I think you hit 6 health. Always be moving around. If you have to, you hit 8, I think. If you have to do something, you have to send a text. You have to check your phone or whatever. Still move while you do it. Holy. All right. Yeah, this is Diamond. Okay, so what should we be doing? We just won the point, right? A lot of people are like, yeah, let's sit on point. No. You don't sit on point. You don't sit on cart. A lot of the times on payload maps, you'll leave like one long-range DPS or one long-range support on cart. Ideally, it's a DPS. Everybody else needs to find the best choke point on the map, just like this Thor, and support it and force them through this choke point. Now, let me explain it to you this way. Everybody's been on this side of it, and it sucks. When you're trying to push through and there's a full team holding this choke point, it is brutal. It's so much harder. You get so much effort. You have to put so much effort into pushing through here. Use so many cooldowns. A lot of the times you'll even use support ults. Like if a cloak ults here, it'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's not even on the point yet. Versus if we start the fight here and then cloak ults, she gets the whole point, right? So little things like this, your Thor is absolutely playing it right. Your mag really shouldn't be back here, and you shouldn't be back here. We should be helping out. Now Thor should realize that his team's not with him and back up, but ideally he was playing correctly. How can you tell? You on red team? Okay, you're using the team up. Okay, our Thor is finally back. You're doing a pretty good job of backing up when you need to. I like that. So I learned a couple days ago that if you're trying to make the orb bigger, you don't actually have to shoot the center of the orb. You can shoot your teammates in the orb. So that's a little bit of micro I do know. I don't know what's better. I don't know what that does. But yes, you can make the orb bigger by doing that. And now I learned because of Churro in chat that it also works with enemies. So we're learning today. Good to know. There's no reason to shoot the center? Okay, gotcha. Maybe you could shoot the center, like if you're playing kind of like Emma theory, where like you have people around the corner and you're over here, so you're shooting the center to like give something to them. I don't know. Does that work? Maybe. Okay. How are we gonna use our ult here? We're trying to get some damage in, which is good. So in general, as a support, you want to do as much damage as you can possibly get away with. So if you can get away with doing a ton of damage and nobody on your team dies, great. That's ideal. If you look away from your team for half a second and they die, and then you're not able to do any damage, and that's how this game is going to go. But you're always like kind of limit testing that. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Juro. Yes, okay, I've been seeing that a lot. I've been trying to incorporate that more instead of heal botting. Good. Yes, that's gonna get you very far. It's actually so good. If you watch any of the top supports, they're like doing so much damage. It's ridiculous. So, let's talk about this for a second. How did we end up in this position? So we're using the center cover. We're a little scared of Spider-Man. That happens. Here, we need to know our escape route, okay? So, as a support, knowing where you can leave or where you can break off line of sight from the enemy is extremely important. Because you're right here, you have to go all the way over here, or all the way back here, or all the way over here, or all the way here. Like, you're just in a really bad spot. Honestly, the best thing you could probably do, if, I don't know this for sure, but if her jump is high enough, is like jump up this way, which is less than ideal because now you're in Spidey's playground. So really pay attention to your positioning. Make sure you have an escape route plan no matter what. Now there's a Star-Lord here, so maybe we play on this side. Here we can cut off this way, we can cut off this way, we can use this to go around. Now on this map, which I think this is exactly what happened, is you tried to do that, but you used this giant pillar, right? This giant pillar is just a trap for supports. Like, don't use it for cover, because you're going to accidentally shoot it, the enemy's going to shoot it, and it's just going to disappear and then leave you stranded. So on this specific map, pretend this doesn't exist as much as you can. If you'd like at some point, I take it into the practice ranger, should I do the basic micro? It burns my brain. Yes. I've been starting this a lot lately. I feel like I get lost a lot in team fights. So there's two keys to not getting lost in a team fight. Number one is, so we're talking about specifically as a support. Number one is know your escape routes, right? And your escape routes will be changing depending on who's in the game and where your team is fighting, right? So if you're fighting a pure poke enemy team, then you have all the escape routes in the world, right? If you're fighting a hypermobile dive team, then your escape routes are going to be, believe it or not limited, but you actually have to walk forward into your team. And then if you're fighting a hyper brawl team, then it's going to be changing moment to moment, and you got to be adjusting depending on where people are, right? So in general, find a wall, stick to it. If it doesn't work, find a different wall and rotate around. The second part is picking something to focus on. So if you're a like DPS or a tank, you pick an enemy, you stick with them, and you just fight that enemy. If you're a support, you pick a teammate and you stick with them and you make sure they don't die, and that kind of grounds you, right? So now you know where you are and you know where they are. And so that keeps you grounded. Now you have the walls that you're moving around, and like that keeps you grounded while everything else is moving around. So those two things in a team fight really help. What's up, Joe? What's up, Lou? What's up, Kayla? How's it going? So because we have bad positioning, to bring it all back together, the reason we went backed up is because we had bad positioning here. We don't have an escape route. Star-Lord has a good flank on us. We get low, and now our ult is forced, which you really don't want. Now, instead of using it to counteract, say, Star-Lord ult or Gambit ult or Thing ult, we have to use it to panic save ourselves. And luckily, the Gambit ult's at the same time, so we do still get value, but we can't count on that, right? Now, if we change the situation a little bit, you were in the right positioning, you're with your other support, we can do stuff like that. Now they're Gambit ults, and then you can wait a couple seconds, and then ult is Jubilee. Now you have a huge advantage, right? I'm doing good, Lou. Good to see you. It has been quite a while. Oh, that is really good to know, Churro. My shoulder is hurting a lot. I think it heals more than White Fox, right? Valk was using it to survive Star-Lord ult the other day. And I don't know if it was just because they also patty caked through it, but I mean, it worked, so. It was nice. Which you can't do with White Fox ult. So again, if your team is going to play aggressively here, standing on this spot can help. Standing up here can help. Now that your tanks have backed up, now you back up, right? But yeah, you want to try to help up there. I don't know what it is about my shoulder. It is really, really hurting. LOS? LOS? Okay, once it... Oh, hang on. Goated Star-Lord. Okay, never mind. That felt like a misclick. Once again, don't use this for cover. We fall for it again. Bro, your mag's goated. So again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? You're in good positioning, you're hugging walls, and then you're focused on your mag. You keep your mag alive here, but we kind of lose focus for a couple seconds. Now there's a lot of ults going on, so I don't know if you fully save him, but it gives you a better chance, right? Oh, please get it. Oh, good stuff. Let's go. Okay, don't go in. Back out. So its base has a heal of 150, which is lower than Invis, but the outer orbs also heal if they make contact. They spin faster when the radius of the ult is smaller, which means they make more contact and heal more. That is complicated. I'll have to play with that. I don't quite understand it. All right, this is a little too passive for me. A lot of the times, like we were talking about with damage, if you can get away with doing damage, you got to do it, right? Here, you have a DPS ult going off. Now, granted, it's not an amazing one, right? It's not a Star-Lord ult or Punisher ult, but whenever you see something like this, what's going on in the enemy support's head or like the enemy team's head, right? Is like, oh, I got to find it. Where is it? So, and now all the focus is over here. So if you realize that, you can actually take advantage of it and you can push forward early. And then that gives you either the opportunity to A, potentially get a pick on like one of their squishies. So like, let's say Star-Lord was fighting over here, but now there's 4 people who aren't looking and he doesn't have a support. You can either kill him real quick or just force him out. Or B, more likely, you can now help with this ult. And you can rush in quickly, help with the DPS ult, and then he lives for longer, and then it kind of steamrolls together. You'll see that a lot with things like Punisher ult, Star-Lord ult, sometimes Thor ult, Emma ult can do this, just like big damage ults that like pull people's attention. You need to be active at all time. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, nice. I should... so, Churro, what you're saying is I should learn this character. Apparently. Okay, I actually kind of like this ult. I usually tell lower elo support players to not ult with your ult aggressively until you hit like high GM. The problem with ulting aggressively is not that it's objectively bad, because it's objectively good if you do it in the right situation, which I think this timing actually calls for it. The problem is you're playing with other low elo people who don't know how to properly take advantage of it. So be careful with this. If it works, great. Do it early in the game, find out, and then if you ult early aggressively as a support and then your team doesn't follow up, then be like, okay, I'm not going to do that for the rest of this game. And you just kind of limit test it like that, if that makes sense. Now, when you're in your ult, you also want to look aggressively, right? So, like, we ult, and then we got to find a squishy and kind of, like, bully him out. Now, a pile of rocks is not going to do it, but this is the exact problem that I was illustrating. Like, right now, your whole team should be W-king forward and trying to do stuff. But at the same time, like, their thing ulted, so, like, I get it, and it's just, it's a little messy. Yeah, yeah. You have the right intention. I'm not sure your team is quite there yet. Limit test it for sure. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. Alright, not bad though. Jake, we went into this with the caveat that I have never played this character. We're mostly looking at macro and big things like that. And they said it's fine, they want that. But also, if you're in the Discord, which I think you are, Jake has been playing this character. Quite a few others have been playing this character. They can also give you micro tips like that for later. Lou, I need to read your message in a little bit. In fact, I could probably do it now. Not much rivals lately. Been discouraged with the placements. Oh, no. Oh, and yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you kind of just have to bash your head through the wall, Lou, and, like, get used to it. And, yep, sure said it. You're actually doing a really good job of managing to help your other support, push out DPS and kind of ignore them, keep your tanks up and moving around. You're doing a really good job of that. So that's impressive. Good stuff. I don't see that a lot with lower supports. Okay. So this is where we add more things to the list of things that you have to pay attention to. Is like, when you're in this situation, right? You guys got pushed back, but then we got some picks, and now it's time to push forward. You need to be planning proactively where you think your tanks are going to go and position to where you can heal them when they walk forward, and also heal them and back up when they walk back, right? So here, let me get out my markers and make sure that chat can actually see them, unlike yesterday. All right, so we're right here. And yes, you guys can see this, right? Okay. So here, this is your line of sight, right? You can see all of this. And then you cannot see anything on the other side of this, right? So this is death zone for your supports. Blue, you can heal them up, right? So whenever your tanks, like, the momentum is in your favor, they're going to push forward, right? If they walk to here and you stay here, you can still heal them. Sometimes they're going to walk this way, and now you can no longer heal them, right? So the idea of prepping for this is, where are they most likely going to stand? Since people are over here, they're going to be fighting in, like, this alleyway, and sometimes people are going to run this way, and you got to be ready for that. So here you should have walked forward and to the side and posted up right here, right? Now, maybe you're thinking, what if I go this way, right? Because if I stand here, now I can really see this whole area. It's like, yes, that's technically true. But at the same time, what happens if your tank, who is playing right here, gets pressured out and backs up this way? So now since they've backed up this way and you're over here, now they're out of your line of sight again. Okay, so that's why you want to plan for, like, the most optimal route. It can kind of change, and sometimes you just get screwed. Ideally, though, right here, you want to scoot up right here. And then if they still push it that way, at some point, it's not on you anymore. But yeah, I would chill here and stay here. Something you do really want to avoid as much as possible is you don't want to chase your tank. Never chase your tank. Because what happens when you chase your tank is you just play Ring Around the Rosie. Right? You have a circle here, your tank's playing here, and they push this way, and then you're over here, and you walk this way, and then they push farther this way, and then you're over here all of a sudden, and now, so like, you just say, I'm gonna heal here, right? Instead of all of this, all that, instead of all this, you say, all right, there's a circle here. I'm gonna stand here, and I'm gonna look like this, okay? If my tanks want healing, they're going to stand in these areas. And if they don't, they're not going to get healing. And at that point, it's on them, right? And then that's why I coach people when I coach tanks, is I say, find your supports. Look at your health bar. Is it going up? Stay there. If it's going down and it's not coming back up, you probably have to find your supports. So, a lot of information there, but yes, that could really help. Okay, we hear a Spidey, so we should help our Gambit. Okay, another good example. This is good. A little slow, but this is good. So here our Dino is ulting, right? So we should be thinking like, what is a Dino gonna do when he holds? He's gonna W key. He's gonna walk forward. I think you're on console, so he's gonna hold forward, not W key. He's gonna hold forward. So we have to kite with him and hold forward with him to make sure he doesn't leave our line of sight, as long as it's safe to do so. This is Diamond 3, Lou. Lou, I have some more time now. So we can do the coaching thing if you want. But oh, that actually killed you. Okay. Unless I'm thinking of something else. I'm trying to juggle too many things. I think that was actually a fine trade, by the way. He has a V-hop? Nice. Now I'm really interested. Yeah, of course you did. Alright, good. I'm excited too. It should be fun, true. Okay. Ideally, we could have been getting a little bit more, Yes, Lou, that's what I meant. Ideally, we could have been getting a little bit more, more damage here. Now here, if you see this, we can rotate a little bit, but again, like, this is on your Dino for not respecting the Gambit ult. You're actually playing fine. Like, it's time to get out. Okay, now it's time to either get out or die. This is something that I'm not quite sure with Jubilee. I haven't figured out yet. If she has the capability to get out. If not, you pick a support on the enemy team and you W key at them, right? So there's a support pool here. We know there's a Gambit or a Cloak. You walk towards them and just try to kill them so they can't ignore you, and you die as fast as possible. Or Gambit's gonna ult when you guys have no tanks. That also works. Okay, now we really gotta get out, right? Yeah. Die or get out. Run. Oh, this is bad. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, that's why it's bad. Okay, so let's talk about dying or getting out. And let's talk about staggering for a second. And we'll just use this second example. So we go in with our Gambit ult. Right? Let's break this concept down for a second. Right about... Okay. So we look forward and we see there's 3 dead teammates. We turn around and we see we have 2 people in spawn. As a support here, we're just gonna say die, okay? What you want to actually do here is die to the enemy team as fast as humanly possible. If there was a pit right here, I'd say jump into it. That's the best way to do it. Since there's no pit, what I was saying earlier, you pick a support and you walk at them and try to kill them, because that way they can't ignore you to stagger you longer. Now, what that does is, let's say it takes you 5 seconds to die. Now, your Thor is still waiting 5 seconds to die. Your Iron Fist is waiting, or to respawn. Your Iron Fist is waiting 5 seconds to respawn. Your Gambit is only waiting 3 seconds to respawn. And you're there. And then, what happens with these 2 people? With Dino. Why is Dino walking forward? Dino is walking forward because you're on point. He's like, I gotta help my Jubilee, right? Look, there's my Jubilee. I gotta help my Jubilee. Hang on, let me get in front of her. And so now he's like, I'm popping up my shield. I'm helping my Jubilee. And then now, because he's bad, right? Because we're in low elo. And even if this person is there, I'm not trying to be mean to that person. I'm just trying to explain this is a bad play, right? Hey, my health isn't going down. I'm actually being healed. I feel safe. Now, should he feel safe? No, because we have people in spawn, right? So now, because you're healing him in a spot, that he shouldn't be. And so he thinks he's safe, but he's not. And you guys are still fighting 3v6 and he gets blown up anyway. Now we've taken what would have been a, like, let's say 5-second stagger. And now we've turned it into a chain stagger, right? Luckily, you didn't die, but now your Dino's dead. So now we have to wait another 10 seconds on top of what we already were waiting for everybody else to get back. And now, since we're in low elo, now these people aren't going to realize that we're down 1. They're not going to wait. They're still going to walk in anyway. Now Groot is separated. He's half health. And these things just spiral out of control. So this is, a lot of the times, this is why staggers actually happen. And it's not because people walk in when there's nobody there. It's because people fight a fight that's already lost. Just go in and die, and then reset and come back together. So, long explanation again, but that really, like, is the full concept. Oh. That was an awful interaction, and I have no idea what happened. Holy smokes. I literally have nothing to say. Read chat. Read what Jake is saying. Holy. I gotta learn this character. So this is the habit that you really want to try to avoid here. This is like the standard support habit, which is isolating yourself. So you're with 2 other supports here. Your safety is actually walking forward, being by your Dino, or fully rotating and fighting over here. It's one or the other. What you kind of do is you take a little bit of damage, and then you chill here, and now you're isolated from your team. If they were still playing Spidey, like let's say the Elsa was on Spidey, this would be a perfect opportunity for a kill. So try not to isolate yourself. Your default should not be to, like, back up when you get damage. Alright, nice use of health packs. You have a lot of good instincts that we don't normally see. Good. Usually what happens is somebody will be half health here, and then I have to pause it and, like, go stare at the health pack. But no, you just did it. So good stuff. I played the game since season 0 and average GM, but I took a long break last season. I see, I see. You can see it. Okay, get some damage, get some damage, get some damage, get some damage. I guess when the Moon Knight ult comes out, now we have to... Right here, Moon Knight ults. Now we have to focus on healing. And we try to use the team up, I think. I'm seeing that correctly. And we kind of lose focus. Ah, what are you doing? Stand in front, please. Okay. Now, granted, they don't really have... I mean, Moon Knight can maybe cancel it with a boop. Elsa, maybe, if she's insane. Probably not. But it's best practice, stand in front of Strange. I don't care what character you are. You can always body block. Like, you don't know if they switch to Spidey and then you have to, like, take the hit for him. It's so much better. Always stand in front of Strange when he's portaling. It also gives you the opportunity to where... If we're in a have to touch the point situation, which this is not, you're already standing there. The second the portal starts moving, you jump through it as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, not a great portal. You're definitely just like lost in the sauce in some of these fights. So again, like, remember what we talked about, right? You got to anchor yourself to like, where are my escape routes, right? If I'm playing here, I have no escape routes. If I'm playing here, I have a slightly better ones. If I'm playing here, it's like not terrible. It's because my tanks are kind of far up, so I can play Ring Around the Rosie. I can jump over to this side, stuff like that. And then number 2, who am I focusing on? Who am I sticking on? Right now, the number 1 person is probably Strange or Gambit. You stick with one of them, and you get used to grounding you to the fight. That's going to help you a lot. Oh, don't get off point. Careful. So you guys have point, so you're fine. Love this ult. We get out the cloak ult, and we have triple support. So do they, but it's fine. Nice reactions to try to throw the orb down. And still get the health pack. And melt thing. Holy, this character's crazy. I figured you were just dead. What? Damn. You fought well there. I think it was just too much at the end. So, yeah, we went over a lot of macro concepts for this. We talked about how staggers happen. We talked about using cover. We talked about preemptive rotations and things like that. Talked about, you know, when to use your ult and when not. So, yeah, I hope this answers some big macro questions. Again, I promise I will learn Jubilee once I get some time, and we'll get it there. And then again, feel free to ask questions in the Discord. A lot of people are learning Jubilee and doing well. We also have Posh, who knows everything about supports. Jake, obviously filled with knowledge. Churro, Boo is learning this character and playing a lot. Valk is vibing through it. So yeah, hang around, play some games. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you next time. Bye. All right. So, what do we title that one? This was Jubilee Review. They have pointy cabbages. I don't know. I don't really care for cabbage, so I haven't learned the types. I've been watching a lot of Aramori gameplay to learn. I'm very committed to her. Good luck. I've heard it's very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. I was actually going to watch her video to learn. Ah. Being stabbed every time I move my shoulder. Really bad. I'm really sad that what's his name retired, because he was my go-to for learning new characters. Now I gotta find more. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. I mean, I guess I tried some push-up. Yeah, Paz. What do we title this one? Just support macro. I'm getting old. I am. So it shall be. I've always had shoulder problems. So it is what it is. All right, let's do Kayla. Let's see. Holy. Oh, churro. Thank you. Kayla, do you want just a video VOD review? Do you want to hang out and chat and ask questions? Do you want to get on a Discord call on stream? Do you want to get a Discord call off stream to do your review? If you're still here, which one? I'm fine with any of those. Lighting looks good. Okay, I think it's blowing out right here, so I'd like to get something from my camera. It's a little too much. In fact, I think I can probably. Oh. Lightly off. That should soak up. That helped a little. That actually helped a lot. I'm shocked. I'm gonna be honest, at some point I'll be telling people to shut up in the server because I feel like I keep seeing the same people vent over and over. Yeah, we're getting to that point. Ay. Is Kayla here? I don't think so. Okay. We're derailing hard in the discussions chat lately. Yeah, it might be time. Don't remember how to stream. Also, Churro, unfortunately, the screenshots that you sent me, they don't work very well. They're like, I don't know. They're not the right resolution and size, and so I have to resize them, and then they end up looking like kind of blurry and low def. I really appreciate it. It's very nice, but I have to find different ones, unfortunately. Okay. Just mesh. Can I complain about playing in plat and everybody stacking on cart? Yes. That is Covenant approved. Yo, how's it going? I'm doing good, Just busy, but I'm gonna be streaming regularly again, so it's very nice to be back. Alright, so it looks like for Kayla, we will be doing a collab stream with her tomorrow instead. Great. Alright. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna give it a week. So here's what I'm thinking. We stream every day this week, Monday through Friday, maybe even on Sunday or something like that. Or something like that. And then we see how it goes. And then if I can keep up with it and my studies are going well and everything, then I think we could probably reopen Guess the Rank and Am I the Problem reviews. Potentially. We'll see. Does that sound good? I think that should be fun. But I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I did a couple VOD reviews. We will see. I'm also extremely tired. So, yeah, I think this is a good time to call it. Thank you to everybody who submitted VOD reviews and for hanging out in chat, of course. Thank you to Jake for the resub. 9 months is crazy. Yes, Lou, let me know about the coaching thing. I will definitely have time on the weekend for sure. If not, sometimes during, I guess, the evening for me here, which would be, I don't know, around this time for you. So, yes, definitely. I actually have time now. So, but yeah, thank you, everybody. Take care. God bless. Same time, same place tomorrow. Be doing regular things. Caesar, good luck with your games. Everybody else, good luck with your games as well. Catch you later.